McFarland Spartan basketball is on the air. Good evening, Spartan Nation, and welcome again to McFarland girls basketball tonight. My name is Bill the Big K Cather, your play-by-play announcer again. 69-year-old, two-time cancer survivor, and again, living the dream of bringing McFarland youth activities to you. Again, I'm going solo tonight, so I'll do my best to keep this telecast as accurate, informative, and entertaining for your viewing pleasure as possible. Meaning I'll do the play-by-play, keep all your stats, game analysis, whatever. So if I get a little behind at some point in time, it'll be because I'm doing multiple duties, but do my best. So far, been a lot of fun doing this, and it's been real good so far. So let me first give a shout-out to those watching in Edgerton, who's tonight's opponent. Also to people watching in Kansas City, Minneapolis, Chicago, Houston, Pennsylvania, California, Arizona, Florida, and even my own son watching down in Colombia, South America. So we go worldwide with these telecasts. For your information, you're wondering how can all these people view this? There are 4 ways these games can be viewed. Some are while watching live at cable 982. Also, secondly, this game is live streamed at our McFarland Cable website, which is YouTube McFarland Cable. The third way of viewing these games is later tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month. You can also go to our website, YouTube McFarland Cable, and pull up the game at any time. And the fourth way is go to the Village of McFarland website, and there's a link there to be able to view this game at a later date. Usually, if the pep band's here, I usually do a little Cather karaoke as a tribute to Badger Bill Garvey, legendary coach and band teacher here. So in the band's absence, I do Cather karaoke by myself and sing the school song. Would you like to join me, John Wells? Little head nod saying nope. So here we go for Badger Bill Garvey. Fight for our Spartans, valiant fight for our colors, brilliant fight. Fight McFarland high, don't let them buy you. Rah, 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 rah. Hail to our Spartans, valiant hail to our colors, brilliant though odds be great or small, we're victors overall. Love you, Garv, gone but never forgotten. A little tribute to you for all you did to help this community and the school district and that. So hats off to you, Badger Bill Garvey. On the outside tonight, it's a very frigid 30 degrees. But as I always say, who cares? Because as Brent Musburger would repeat, you are looking live inside McFarland High School Gymnasium on this Tuesday evening, November the 21st, 2017, to witness tonight's battle between the Crimson Tide of the Crimson Tide of Edgerton and your McFarland Lady Spartans. The Crimson Tide of Edgerton is coached by Mr. Mike Schmidt, assisted by Tony DeWar, JV coach Steve Zartman. Division III school, 516 students. Presently 1-1 overall. They beat Madison Country Day 65-18 and then lost last Friday evening 67-51 to Beloit Turner in their opening Rock Valley Conference game. They're led by 6-foot senior Bethany Oren, averaging 20 points a game, and Jessica Danks, a 5-foot 8-inch senior, averaging 17 points a game. For your McFarland Spartans, coached by Mr. Pete, All-State Willicott. Why All-State? Because, as I say, you're in good hands with Coach Pete. Assistant coaches Alicia Justice and Josie Peterson. JV coaches Matt Hounsel, Sarah Maligny, and Marta Coates. Division II school, 687 students overall, 2-0 undefeated, defeating Mount Horeb 42-37. And in their Rock Valley opening conference game, defeated East Troy 58-47. Their leaders are seniors, 6-foot senior Katie the Sheriff Round. She controls and patrols the court, 17 points a game. 5-foot 8-inch senior Gabby A to Z, do it all Rundy, 9 points a game. 5-foot 4-inch senior Mary the Slasher Zahn, always attacking, 6 points a game. 5-foot 6-inch senior Sophie Kiwi Quell. 6-foot junior Ashley A.E. 6 points a game. And a 6-foot 1-inch freshman Katie, here's your nickname, Freedom Tower Hildebrand. Why the Freedom Tower? Because she towers at 6'1" above everybody else, and she's also free to roam as a threat from everywhere, as you'll see in tonight's ball game. So, last year, McFarland won both games, 70-59 and 67-63, so fairly competitive ball games. Keys to tonight's ball game for McFarland. First, reduce turnovers, which there have been a ton of so far. Second, improve free throw percentage. And third, they need to shut down the twosome of Oren and Danks. For Edgerton, key number 1, shut down Rounds and Rundy. Number 2, and have a tough D against the height disadvantage that they'll be facing against your taller Spartans. So the question to be answered tonight again is, can Edgerton even the record at 1-1 in the Rock Valley Conference and have a pleasant bus ride home? Or will McFarland stay undefeated at 3-0? Well, we're 2 18-minute halves away, and then we'll get the answer to that question. Next, let me say our McFarland Cable TV Channel 982 is a function of the Village of McFarland and is producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest, indicating viewers like you at home as well as fans in attendance desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials by way of an email, phone call, etc., how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. Positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of media, the State Journal, the Thistle, Cable Channel 982, as well as our website, YouTube McFarland Cable. So, once again, thanks for your support. And again, tonight, special thanks goes out to Mr. Eric, the Big Boss Man Redding, who's the head cable coordinator for McFarland, and his staff. Tonight's crew, it's only a 2-man crew tonight. Ben Becks, BB, sitting up at half court. We got 1 camera tonight. And on the board, giving you all the graphics, playbacks, whatever, will be Patrick TC from the Twin Cities Morn. So, we'll do the best we can with a 2-man crew here. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, the quality of our picture and everything else. We've been doing this now for quite a few years and that, so I think we usually put together a pretty good production here for your viewing pleasure. Next, I'd like to give a special shout out and thank you to our Spartan sponsors, of which we have many. So again, people, please use these local area sponsors, and when you use them, go in and tell them how much you appreciate their efforts and their support of McFarland Athletics as well as the McFarland School District. So here we go. Edward Jones, Joe Muting, and Tyler Weedle Agency, Gingerbread House Preschool, Nelson's Bus Service, SG Insurance, Steve Garville Agency, Schrammel Realty Group, McFarland State Bank, Baker Tilly, Angelo's of McFarland, State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman Agency, Gunderson Funeral Home, Sparkle Auto Body, Ken's Automotive, Madison Futsal, Luke's Cafe, Lakestone Properties, Culvers of McFarland, Washa Construction, Main Moon Chinese Restaurant, Spurley Farms, Wisconsin Betting Dan Frank, Green Lantern, McFarland True Value, Dan Chin Homes, Rural Masonry, Credo Product Development, 608 Threads, Farmers Insurance, Michael Chandler Agency, The Little Gym, Quick Trip, Scott White Chiropractic and Zelm Chiropractic, Matt Splinter Memorial Foundation, Maple Tree Supper Club, Tim O'Brien Homes, Spartan Bowl, Shelton Signs, and Spartan Pizza. And boy, I'll tell you, that is a long list. So you can just see what a great community this is with McFarland, and how much, all the local businesses in that support the school and school district, as well as athletic programs, music programs, you name it. We just get a lot of support from people around here. So please, as you use these businesses and enter them, thank them very much for their support of McFarland Athletics. Okay, let's take a look again at tonight's ball game. One big thing that I want to mention, special feature. I spent last night about 2.5 hours. I did separate 7 to 8 minute interviews of the 5 senior girls and 8 senior boys. Tonight, I will be showing the first of those interviews at halftime tonight. Tonight's featured player and interview, Gabby A to Z Rundy. So please stay tuned at halftime. I think you'll really get a kick out of it. I had a great time. These kids have really matured a lot, and a lot of interesting things came up in the interview and that, so I think you ought to greatly enjoy that. So very special for Gabby, very special for me, and I think it'll be very special for all of you that get an opportunity, please, to watch this. So again, we're now getting ready for our national anthem. So Bill the Big K Cather, I'm going to step aside. Please stand, remove any headwear, put your hand over your heart, pay tribute to the United States of America, and I will be back with the starting lineups given by by public address announcer John Wells in just a minute. Be back after the national anthem. All right, Bill the Big K Gaither back here. Starting lineups being given by public address announcer John Wells. Okay, for Edgerton, the Crimson Tide. Number 3, Bethany Orrin, 6-foot senior, 20 points a game. Number 4, Spencer Stam, a 5-foot 5-inch junior. 22, Katie Shaw, 5-foot 9-inch senior. Number 23, Grace Schumann, a 5-foot 7-inch sophomore. And 32, Jessica Danks, a 5-foot 8-inch senior, averaging 17 points a game. And now for your Lady Spartans. 6-foot junior Ashley East, AE. Number 4, Mary the Slasher Zahn, a 5-foot 4-inch senior. Number 10, tonight's featured player at halftime, Gabby A to Z, Do It All Rundy, 5-foot 8-inch senior. Number 20, Katie the Sheriff Rounds, a 6-foot senior. And getting her first start, the Freedom Tower, Katie Hildebrand, a 6-foot 1-inch freshman. Throwing the tall trees out there tonight. A lot of height for the Spartans. You've got 6-foot Ashley East, 6-foot Katie Rounds, and 6-foot 1-inch Katie Hildebrand. Quite a thrill, I'm sure, for her tonight, for her brothers and other people watching. I'll get to them in a minute. Opening tip, Hildebrand, fast break over to Rundy. Take it strong, and the kiss a little strong off the glass. Rebound down to the Crimson Tide. Okay, I'll work the best I can off the monitor. That is Stam. Over to Spencer Stam. Back out to Danks. Stam just playing a little pitch and catch here against the zone. There goes Orrin, and the little kiss off the backboard, averaging 20 points a game, and Bethany Orrin's going to keep going down that left side of the lane. It's her specialty, I can tell you. Watched her for quite a few years. And there's the Freedom Tower. Oh, Katie Hildebrand just a little short. Said stands above the rest, and she's free to, boy, she's got a nice shot. Gets feet and shoulders square to the basket, and is free to shoot from outside as well as inside. Good defense that time as Spencer Stam, ball off her foot, not out of bounds. Okay, we're 1 minute into the ball game, 2-0, Crimson Tide. Rundy to Rounds. Oh, nice lob pass into Hildebrand, cutting across the lane. Going to try and work that size advantage, and a foul on Danks. Her first foul, like I said, second leading scorer. Averaging 17 points a game. Out to Rundy, nice double screen, and up and hit the guide wire up on top. And the Spartans so far 0 for 2 from three-point land. Been getting off to slow starts in these games, first 2 ball games so far this year. Danks bring the ball up the floor, guarded by Zahn. Over to Schumann, and Orrin again, saved by Shaw, but was on the baseline. Ball over to the Lady Spartans. 2-0, 16:35 to go in their first half. Rundy, over to Rounds. Oh, did the little shuffle. East, Hildebrand, skip pass over to Rundy. Zahn. I like that. Zahn directing traffic. Going to use the screen for Hildebrand. Directing a little pick and roll. And, boy, nice pick and roll under the direction of Mary Zahn. And getting the pick and roll to the Freedom Tower, Katie Hildebrand. She'll get one toss to try and convert the old-fashioned three-point play. Hildebrand. And good. And a three-point play. Grandma James, Grandpa George, Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to you, Nick in Alabama, and Ryan in Platteville. Katie off to a fast start for you. She wanted to give a shout out, and we have a travel that time on Grace Schumann, a 5-foot 7-inch sophomore. 3-2, Spartans on top. 16:10 to go in your first half. Again, I'll give out as many shout-outs as I can here to people that the kids wanted me to just mention viewing. So we got people from all over the United States, and even my son. Hello, brother. Looking forward to picking you up tomorrow night, 12 o'clock, O'Hare Field. Home from, you're going to see a little temperature difference between South America and Chicago, Illinois tomorrow night. Nice lob pass in and over the back. Foul on Morgan Demrau, a 5'10 junior. Her first foul. Again, this height advantage that Hildebrand provides on the inside along with Rounds and East is going to create all kinds of problems for teams this year. Zahn, Rundy. Rounds going to tee it up. Kaboom! Katie Rounds, the Sheriff, getting the first 3 ball of the game and 1 for 3 from the 3-stripe tonight for the Spartans, and a 6-2 advantage at the 15:35 mark. And Hildebrand, we thought we had a block, but instead Morgan Demrau will go to the stripe for 2 free throws. 5 foot 10-inch junior Morgan Demrau, averaging 3 points a ball game so far in their first 2 opening tilts. Okay, and what do we say when you miss a free throw? It's due to legs. Again, shoot a basketball with your legs, not your arms. Just use your legs a little bit more, get a little more push up, and and kind of hung right on the front rim, no good. Rundy. Just need to keep that head up and see nobody came to the basket. She was looking for a cutter there, and nobody cut. So, turnover, McFarland just trying to cut down on the number of turnovers they've had so far. Schumann out to Danks. Stam. And a double dribble on Spencer Stam, the 5 foot 5-inch junior, averaging 7 points a game. A lot of pressure out high. Even though Spartans are sitting in a zone here, they are pressuring, as they always do. You get Rundy and Zahn up on top, very aggressive. Zahn very aggressive, and Rundy not only aggressive, but with her length, too, can create all kinds of problems out there. Over to Sophie Quell. Nice entry pass into Rounds, and the turnaround, and we have a 2-shot foul coming up. Second foul on Bethany Oren, and that is going to be an issue for Edgerton with her being their leading scorer. Ooh, Katie Rounds getting a double bump on that and finally dropping through the hoop. 1 for 1. Shout out to Grandma and Grandpa Lloyd down in Janesville. Katie. Short leg problem. Gotta use those legs, ladies. Oren coming up. Nice dish off. Back to Danks into Oren. She's going to go left. Beautiful bounce pass. A lot of movement this time by the Crimson Tide. Stam. Oren. And a launch and a little bit deep. And there's the Freedom Tower. Hildebrand. Zahn. Always move the ball faster on the pass. And Rounds and kaboom! That was a Disney 3. Swishes can come true. They can happen to you. And 2 trays and 1 for 2 from the stripe. Already 7 points for Katie, the Sheriff. Rounds. 10-2 McFarland early here in the first half. 14-18 to go in the first half. Since I'm doing the halftime interview with Gabby Rundy, and that'll take about 7 minutes, I'm going to throw in all my other little things here during the game. Where are they now? Robin Thurner. Old alums, graduated in 1981, played on McFarland High School state semifinalist team. Another of the people that scored over 1,000 points in her career. She's presently teaching in Platteville, Wisconsin. Her coach, the legendary and recently Hall of Fame WBCA inducted Mr. Brad Minter. So congratulations to Robin as well as Brad Minter sitting at home. Also got another young lady, an alum that I will be mentioning also during the next time out. Okay, back to action. 14-10 to go in your first half. 10-2. A little strong on the bank shot was Morgan Demrau. And we have a foul on Katie Rounds. The push from behind. First foul on Rounds. Boy, again, look at Zahn. She is just dogging Oren. Boy, she has been, that is great coaching by Coach Willicott, knowing how tough Oren is, and just doubling down on her in the post was Zahn. A slasher. Oh, and there she goes for Vinny and Shart. Oh, but a little short on that. And again, short ball legs. Got to get those legs moving to push that ball up. Thanks. Over to Lauren Radke in the ball game, number 44, 5'5" freshman. To Radke. Nice entry pass into Demrow. Little overlay stamp. Shot a little short by Morgan Demrow again, and we have a foul on Morgan Demrow. Foul's already starting to mount up. We haven't even played 5 minutes of the ball game, and already the 5th foul on the Crimson Tide. Bethany Oren taking a seat, 20.5 points a game for her so far, so that will hinder the Tide a little bit here. We're still sitting at 10-2, 13-15 to go in the first half. Zahn, corner ball to Rounds, going baseline, and we have a push, I believe on 22, Katie Shaw, 5'9" senior, is Rounds that time. Faked the 3-ball, went baseline, and was held. Zahn inbound, lob it over the top. Katie Hildebrand, kick it out. Sydney Feldner, kaboom! Boy, nice job, Sydney. I call Sydney Feldner the pest, because I'll tell you, she is all over the place. She will dog you also. Ball intercepted by Hildebrand. Beautiful pass by Feldner. Back out to Rounds. Boy, that was nice. Again, when you get these freshmen coming in, Feldner, Hildebrand, all over to Rounds, and the little 5-foot little one-handed shot from the baseline. Katie Rounds now with 9 points already. 12:30 to go in the first half. 15-2 McFarland. This could be a real chore tonight because for the Crimson Tide, they're not real deep, and early foul trouble to Oren doesn't help. And McFarland very deep. Coach Willicott coming into the ball game now. Morgan, I call her Morgan the Mini Blender Butler because her brother is the Blender. So I'm calling Morgan the Mini Blender. Throw a bunch of basketball talents into a blender, mix them up, and out comes Morgan. Just like her brother Brady. Oh, nice little inbounds and a nice box out. Did you notice that time? Nice with her feet and body. Great box out by Rounds. Excellent kick pass underneath, and to the Mini Blender, Morgan Butler. Got a little too deep under the basket, but was bailed out. And the 6th foul on the Crimson, 7th foul, so McFarland already into the bonus at the 12-13 mark of the first half. Butler. Wide left. Again, need to still improve on free throws. Just take your time. RELAX, relax, like Aaron Rodgers would say. Use your routine, and 0 for 2 for Morgan Butler. Pass down and could not be handled by Lauren Radke. Pass from Danks down to Radke and couldn't be handled. See the Coach Willicott here. Gonna just keep filtering girls in and out, keep them fresh. He can go very deep. Got a lot of help here from some very good freshmen. Quell. Butler. Oh, beautiful entry pass in. Oh, and do I like that. Hildebrand, the Freedom Tower, giving it up unselfishly to Sydney Feldner, and just a little strong on the shot. But, boy, Hildebrand, got to like that, you know. Nothing selfish there. A nice team player. 44. Radke, the 5'5" freshman, being dog. 23, now being dog. Gracie Schumann. Danks, and Danks loses the ball out of bounds. Again, the pressure. Coach Willicott, it just preaches defensive pressure. Got to just like what he does, and he's not afraid to mix it up. Zone, person to person, you name it. Full court, trap, whatever. You never know when you're going to need a different defense based upon who you're playing. There goes Butler, the Mini Blender, no good. And East with the tip out again. Size disadvantage here, really going to be a struggle here for the Crimson Tide. 15-2. We're at the 11-minute mark of the first half. Quell, nice bounce pass over to Butler going baseline. And the kiss off the glass, a little strong, but East on the putback. And A.E. Ashley East, her first 2 of the night, the 6-foot junior, averaging 6 points a game. 10:45 to go, 17-2, and East a little too aggressive and a foul about 35 feet from the basket. Rundy checking back in the ball game for Katie Hildebrand. Shout out to Uncle Buck tonight. Make sure you're watching at halftime, and all the Rundy clan. Real special sit down with her. I said it was kind of like filming a Dateline or a 2020. Cable 982 did really a professional job last night. I said I spent about 2.5 hours doing interviews with all the senior kids so we could show them at halftime of these games. So, and tonight will be Gabby Rundy. Took a lot of different directions in the interviews too. I mean, these kids have really grown up and very interesting. I said I got goosebumps. It was so much fun. Kids deserve all the attention that we can give them. Positive stuff. Rundy going to advance it ahead. And on the bust out there goes Morgan Butler. And Morgan Butler gets her first deuce of the night. And the mini blenders on the board too. 19-2 McFarland. Edgerton, like I said, this is a real tough call for a beautiful bounce pass from Rundy over to Huey Quell. Oh, going to get it back to Butler. To Rounds, back to Huey Quell, take it down. Oh, beautiful bounce pass, but great defense there by Lauren Radke, the 5'5" freshman. Seeing that Quell was going to bounce it in there, took the one step in and tipped it out of bounds. Nice job. It's going over to Butler, boys. She's not bashful, and that's what you got. Love these freshmen that aren't afraid to put their shoulders and feet together and do one thing: commit, launch it, and you know what? Great thing, like I said. Is that a beautiful bounce pass from Danks? Beautiful bounce pass from Danks to the low post. And number 20, Cassidy Danks, a 5'10" sophomore, will go to the stripe for 2 throws. Cassidy Danks. Boom, line drive. 1 for 1. That kind of ends a very long scoring drought. I believe their last basket came within the first minute of the ball game. 19-3. And kind of a knuckleball, and the rebound by Morgan Demrau, and we have a foul on Rachel Miller, senior. Nice to see Rachel getting an opportunity here tonight. This is a great opportunity for Coach Willicott here to reward a lot of kids. 5'4" senior Rachel. First free throw up, and no good by Morgan Demrau, 5'10" junior. 0 for 3 from the stripe from Morgan so far tonight, struggling. Let me go back to these alums. Again, I already mentioned one alum, 1,000-point scorer, Robin Thurner, who played for Coach Minter on state semifinalist team, 1,000-point scorer, 1981. The second alum I'm going to mention tonight is Jeannie Robot. Graduated in 1980, played on the 1980 McFarland High School state semifinalist team. She also scored over 1,000 points, 1,013 to be exact. And again, as I keep saying, her coach, Mr. Brad Minter, people need to understand when you see Brad just how much he did, not just for girls basketball and that, but all around for all athletics in this community for many, many years. And that a fine young gentleman, and who was rewarded. I went up to the ceremony a couple of years ago. Awarded, he's a Hall of Fame inductee into the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association. Quite a high honor for, couldn't happen to a finer gentleman. So give him some congrats if you see him in that. So that's tonight's featured past alums. We don't want to forget our alums. I like to recognize them as much as we can. During the next time out, I think I got a little trivia question for you. So get ready if you'd like to place a few bets at home over chores or who's going to run to get the next soda or snack or whatever. Do that, Morgan Demrau, 0 for 3. And, double bounce out, 0 for 4 for Demrau, but a nice rebound by Cassidy Danks. And have a double dribble. Turnover by Lauren Radke. Opportunity here for a lot of kids to get some playing time tonight. Oh, but I guess what they did is they waved off. I'm seeing 19-2 on the board, so I don't know. I'll have to get that checked out. In deep to Rachel Miller down at the low post, and she got surrounded by about 3 Crimson Tide, Lady Crimson Tide girls, and a travel on Rachel Miller. Jessica Danks bringing the ball up the floor. Over to Schumann. It's Radke, the 5'5" freshman. 23 Schumann across the lane over to Danks, being guarded closely by Rundy. 23 Schumann. And intercepted by Rachel Miller. Nice defensive job. And they're calling Rachel Miller. Again, she got a lot of pressure once that ball was intercepted. Sydney Fellner checking back in the game for Q Quell. So we've got on the board 19-2. 9:10 to go until halftime. 19-2. Nice entry pass into that time. Oh, and Demrow, and persistence pays off as Morgan Demrow gets the second deuce of the ball game for the Crimson Tide, and we're at 19-4 at just under 9 minutes to go in the first half. Nice job there by Morgan Demrow, being very persistent. First one came off, went right back, got it. Kiss off the glass. Rundy. Nope. Still can't find. Oh, but nice job by Feldner to Rundy to East. She's going to go baseline. Nice bounce pass. That's handled. Rundy to East. Being guarded closely by Demrow. Rundy. Butler. Feldner. Miller working the low post with East. Rundy to drive. Butler. Feldner. Better defense here being played by Edgerton. Oh, beautiful entry pass that time, and East got herself pinned a little too deep, but was bailed out as Cassidy Danks fouled her. Very nice entry pass that time by Morgan Butler. Like I said, a lot of good skills here and a lot of good young players here for the McFarland Spartans. AE, Ashley East to the line. Well, I'll tell you, in the first ball game this year, Ashley East was 7 out of 8, and since then, these last 2 ball games struggled a little bit from the line. That's 0 for 1. Spartans have been stuck on 19 here for about 3 minutes. And East for the second toss and a beautiful all-net free throw. Nice. So the legs, 20-4, 8:05 to go until halftime. Oh, and beautiful entry pass that time by Grace Schumann. Edgerton doing a nice job here at times, just making some nice entry passes in down to the low post, a block, and then some nice moves. This is going to put Cassidy Danks, a 5'10" sophomore, at the line. 2 free throws again, and no good. Cassidy 0 for 3 from the stripe, trying to get her first point of the evening. Oh, Van Honeycomb and out. There's Danks on the rebound. Back to Danks. Olven on the backside. And nice rebounding position that time by Grace Schumann, a 5'7" sophomore for Edgerton. And Shibley going back to the stripe for 2 free throws. 8 fouls on the Crimson Tide. That was the 7th, so we're into the bonus for both teams. First free throw, no good by Grace Schumann. So far 0 for 9 from the Crimson Tide from the line tonight. Just take your time, relax, and do your routine. No good, but the nice rebound by Demrow again off the backboard, and no good. Demrow's pulled down a lot of nice rebounds here, so. Rounds, kaboom! The Sheriff, 3 triples on the night. Boy, wonderful job. 3 out of 4 tonight for the Sheriff from 3-ball land. 12 points so far in the first half for Katie Rounds. KR had a nice interview with her last evening. Hers will be viewed on the next home ball game. Rundy, nice anticipation. Here she comes, A to Z. She's going strong to the hole. Beautiful position. It's got a little too deep. Turn around. Left hand, no good. Right hand. And you can see the smile on Gabby's face. I'm sure she's just frustrated because she's just getting in perfect position and just can't quite close the deal. But as I always said, as long as you're getting there, I mean, it's just a matter of time before things start to drop again. Nice rotation from A to Z. Her first point of the evening, averaging 9 points so far in their first 2 ball games. Please, again, stay tuned. I think you're going to see a really neat interview with Gabby Rundy and find out a little bit more about just what type of person Gabby Rundy is and what she's been and how she's gotten to where she's at right now and what she's looking forward to in the future. Like home out. Again, a shout out to Uncle Buck, as well as the rest of the Rundy clan and that. Brother James, sister Rosie played here, coached them. Beautiful backdoor cut by Danks and a great pass from Cassidy Danks. Very nice. Cassidy Danks over to Jessica Danks, and 2 throws coming. We've had a lot of shooting free throws here tonight. First free throw for Jessica Danks, and her first point of the evening, averaging 17 points a game, and that was her first point. We're 24-5. Excuse me. 24-5. 6:48 to go until halftime. Danks, a little short. Rundy on the rebound. Nope. Maybe just a little ill-advised on that. I always like it when you can advance the ball. You can do it a lot quicker on a pass than the dribble, but it's probably needed to control that just a little better that time. Stamp to Danks. High post, Cassidy Danks. Going on left baseline. And it was sophomore going against Hildebrand, and a foul on Morgan Demrow. And we are again, that was the 10th foul, double bonus now for the Spartans. Freya Gilbertson checking in the ball game. Freya Gilbertson, the rubber band. She can do a little bit of everything, I'll tell you. She's very long arms, long reach, very flexible, do a lot of different things. Okay, Freya, take your time. RELAX, relax, routine. Nope. Again, we've seen a lot of short free throws tonight. And again, I would say it comes from the legs. Come on, get it up there where Viv, your sister, used to get it up there. Atta girl, nice job. That one was for you, Viv. As well as for Grandma Julie and Grandma in Verona and Grandma Elaine in Eau Claire. Freya wanted to give you a shout out, so I hope you're enjoying the game. Nice bounce pass that time by Stam into Cassidy Danks and mishandled, and we have a travel on the Spartans. 25-5, 6:14 to go in the first half. Again, people always say, hey, kind of interesting when you get a kind of a lopsided ball game like this, but I'll tell you, kids are still playing hard. They're trying their best, and I'll try to point out as many positives as I can here. That's what kids deserve. You know, they put in a lot of time, practice every night. Basketball now, and like a lot of sports, you know, you're almost playing year-round. So put a lot of time, a lot of effort into a lot of these kids, and they deserve to be recognized positively for it. So I hope that everybody continues to support these kids at all levels positively. A to Z Rundy checking out of the ball game. Again, I'm going to keep mentioning it. Please stay tuned for that very special interview with Gabby Rundy. Gilbertson. See, the thing I really like there is Hildebrand always given a target. Beautiful turnaround. Her second deuce of the night to go with a free throw, 5 points for the Freedom Tower. Free to roam and shoot. Does a nice job. And Tower, because she towers above the rest. But always hands, always giving a great target in there. It's great when you have a 6'1" freshman with that kind of skills. Gilbertson, Hildebrand, Feldner, Gilbertson, Under control. It's Kiwi Quell. Entry pass, and there she is again. Oh, and a little strong on the left-handed overlay, but the right idea. Come in on that left side, you got to go with the left hand. Isn't that right, Nick, her brother, who I coached? Oh, then beautiful. Kaboom! Jessica Danks. Her first 3-ball, 4 points for Jessica Danks. 27-8 at 4:45 to go in the first half. Feldner. Gilbertson. Feldner. Nice drive by Gilbertson. Beautiful kick out over to Feldner. Little strong. And the rebound to Aaliyah Cleveland, a 5'7" junior. Getting her first appearance in the ball game here. Stam. Cleveland. Swing it over to Danks. There she goes again. Kaboom! Jessica Danks. 2 trays in a row. 7 points for Jessica Danks, averaging 17 points a game so far. And an instant timeout by Coach Willicott that says, I don't care what the score is, we're not going to allow somebody to sit there and just fire at will. So, all right, here I'm going to go with a little trivia for tonight. I would like to know, how long is a basketball court? How long is a basketball court? Is it 80 feet, 84 feet, 90 feet, or 94 feet? Make your guesses at home. How long is a basketball court? 80 feet, 84 feet, 90 feet, or 94 feet? Okay, actually there are 2 answers. A high school court is 84 feet. A college and pro court is 94 feet. So if you gave either one of those answers without being specific to high school or college or pro, you would be correct. So just another little bit of information that I like to throw in during some timeouts in that. Okay, we're sitting at 4:18 to go in the first half, 27-11. Your Lady Spartans on top. Got a little sparse crowd tonight. We got a hockey game in town. We've got a swimming banquet here at school and that. A lot of different activities going on. So sometimes the crowd can be a little smallish, but I hope those of you viewing at home here, no matter whether it's in the community or down in Edgerton or somewhere else in the United States or out of the country, like my son Brett, who's getting ready to come home tomorrow night from Colombia, South America. Hope you're all enjoying it. Katie Rounds will have a nice defense by the Crimson Tide, and Freya Gilbertson trying to save the tip ball out of Rounds' hands, and ball turned over to the Crimson Tide. Got a little more of a pickup in their step here, the Crimson Tide, after those 2 triples by Danks. Over to Stam. Over to Danks. There she sits again. Oof. It's good. Feldner got over there. Nice entry pass into Shaw. Thanks. Feldner, like I said, I call her the pest. She is going to be all over you. Another one of those very nice freshmen, a 5'4" freshman. And going to the line will be Sydney Feldner. Got a 3-ball so far. This will be her first attempt from the free throw line. And a beautiful rotation. Swishes can come true. They can happen to you. A Disney free throw. Said her dad, Eddie. Quite a ball player during his time here. Yeah, we have a foul on Katie Rounds, her 3rd foul. 9th, so the next foul on the Spartans means both teams will be in the double bonus. We have Katie Shaw, 5'9" senior, at the stripe. 1-1. And a nice backspin. 28-12, 3:35 to go in your first half here. Bill the Big KK there from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA, and a beautiful second free throw from Katie Shaw. Disney free throw, I call him again. Swishes can come true. Zahn, Gilbertson, Zahn. Feldner over to Zahn. Hildebrand working the high post. Putting the ball down, you gotta be a little careful if they collapse. And Feldner, oh my goodness! Boy, Reminiscent of her father. I'd swear I was looking at Eddie out there on the floor. Got to make you proud, Dad, huh? Wow. As well as cousin Brian, I'll tell you, and Grandpa John, I'll tell you. Sydney Feldner, her 2 3-balls tonight. High balls that, boom, splashed all net. Those were Disney threes. 7 points for the 5'4" freshman, Sydney Feldner. It's 31-13, just under 3 minutes to go in your first half here. Danks. To Stam. Cassidy Danks working the post. Battling out with Hildebrand in there. Trying to enter the ball down to Shaw and tipped away by Rundy over to Lasher Zahn. Back out to Hildebrand. Feet and shoulders square to the basket. Oh, in and out, and there's Rundy in perfect position. Again, I said A to Z, she does it all. Assists, rebounds, scoring, you name it. That's why she got the nickname A to Z. And again, as I'm sitting here at 2:34 to go in the first half, please stay tuned for the interview with Gabby at halftime. 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. Her only 2 points. She's averaging 9 points a game. But again, she doesn't care. As you'll notice in her interview, listen to what she says about her team and what it means to make others better. And another beautiful free throw, 3 for 4 for Gabby so far in the night. 33-13. She is a consummate team ball player. You'd love to play with her. Nice entry pass in, and Danks got position down there, down deep, and Jessica Danks starting to have a nice little ball game here at the end in the absence of Bethany Orrin, who got into very early foul trouble. Rundy going to kick it out. Zahn, swing it over to Feldner. Gilbertson, Feldner, Zahn. Setting up in a zone, just keep moving the ball. Don't need to dribble it. Just make that zone keep moving. And a Rundy down at the deep post. A little strong, trying to go and kiss off the glass. Got a little too deep. Oh, and a nice step through by Danks. Zahn took a little gamble and lost out. That's 11 points for Jessica Danks, now averaging 17 points on the night. Rundy down to Gilbertson. And a beautiful pass to the Freedom Tower. And knock it down, Katie Hildebrand, her 3rd deuce of the first half to go with 1 free throw, 7 points. Nice first half for the 6'1" freshman. And a block, a rejection. That shot was rejected like a good Angus steak saying no to ketchup. It's one of my favorite lines. Slashers on, deep corner again, a little short on the 3-ball. Boy, pushing the ball up the floor, and another rejection by the Freedom Tower. Boy, making quite an impact here at 6'1" and only a freshman. Again, shout out to Nashville, Tennessee. Grandma Jane and Grandpa George, Nashville, Tennessee. Nick, who I coached in freshman ball down in Alabama, and Ryan in Platteville. You got to be enjoying watching your sister and your granddaughter here putting on quite a show here. Got her first start tonight. Going to be quite a ball player here in 4 years of ball, and off the hands of Cassidy Danks. 44.4, 444 on your scoreboard, 35-17. Lady Spartans. Again, as we're coming up to halftime here, Gabby Rundy. 7-8 minute interview, and boy, you're really going to see how neat and how mature some of these kids are. Rachel Miller, seeing her 2nd appearance in the first half here. Good to see Rachel Miller getting some time as a senior also in a game like this. 20 seconds to go. Coach Willicutt calling for a play. Probably just practicing so that when you get to this point in another game where you need to run a little clock and then get a final shot, it's what you practice on. Rundy going to go baseline. Beautiful spin dribble. And a little strong, but on the backside, nope, no good by Morgan Butler. Kick it out to Feldner, and they're going to wave it off. Referee Garvel waving that baby off, and no good. So your halftime score is Lady Spartans 35, Lady Crimson Tide 17. And I'm going to ask TC Patrick Morn to cue up, and let's get started with Gabby A to Z Rundy interview, and boy, this should really be enjoyable for everybody. Go ahead, Patrick, hit it. Okay, my senior guest tonight, first one is Gabby A to Z Rundy. I've always called her A to Z because she's very good at doing everything from A to Z on the basketball court. So Gabby, thanks a lot for sharing a few minutes with us here on, I call them senior basketball exits, but interviews. A couple of personal questions first. Favorite TV show, as we find out a little more about you.
I like Stranger Things. It's a new TV show.
Yep. Favorite movie?
Titanic.
Yep, that's what you list. Favorite restaurant and food?
Oh boy, I just like ice cream. Yep. Anywhere with ice cream.
What kind of car do you drive, Gabby? So if we see you around town, we'll know.
I used to drive a '97 Camry, but we upgraded and now I drive a 2011 Chevy Equinox. Okay.
Let's go on to some other questions. Gabby, I asked on a questionnaire, like, what would you like to do for the world if you could?
Spread positivity.
Yeah, you said spread positivity and kindness and that. Those are some good thoughts. You've also had James, who I coached, your older brother James, as well as your sister Rosie and that. What kind of influence have they had on you over the years, as well as helping you go through high school and that?
Well, I don't know. I grew up in the gym watching my brother all the time, and they're on one with my sister too. And competitiveness, I guess. As a sibling and you're the youngest, I don't know, there's always competition, so they helped me like ease into loving basketball and getting into other sports as well, I guess.
Yeah, that was pretty cool because I know you've kind of grown up with me too since I coached games and that. Where'd you always sit for the games?
Probably behind the bench.
Right behind the bench, and there was little Gabby Rundy just taking it in, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that helped at all, just watching all the basketball that you have and listening to?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know, all the experiences that they went through, I guess I watched that and carried over a little bit, I guess.
Okay, good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the other activities you've done through high school, Gabby?
I am a part of band, so marching bands every fall. It's like a sport, carrying like a huge harness on you all the time. And the clubs that I'm in are like Model UN, which is like Model United Nations. It's where you are a country and you go to different conferences, sit in committees and talk about United Nations and kind of do what they do with world politics, I guess. And student council, NHS, kind of ambassadors. I try to spread my time around, but it's a little busy. So.
As you people can see, though, that Gabby's involved in a lot of different things, as well as what other sports, Gabby?
Volleyball and soccer.
All right, so basically you're year-round, right?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. And I can tell I know you've won various awards too, but I just want to get on to some other questions. What do you think, what are some of life's lessons that you've learned from high school and athletics and that? Some things that would help you become a better person in the future?
For like being a better student, I'd say time management, because it's just so many things going on at once, and like trying to figure out when you have practice and then you have marching band practice after that, and then you have to come home, maybe eat dinner with your parents, or they throw in a frozen pizza for you at 9 o'clock when you finally get home. Like, it's like, I don't know, trying to fit in all of the homework and everything is a lot, but also like teammate wise and like probably selflessness, I would say, like knowing that it's not just all about you and that like other people on the team. And especially since I never had like aspirations going to college, I know that like a lot of people like on my team want to go play athletics at college, so I help shine the spotlight more on them because I want to help them strive to get to where they want to go.
I'm going to tell you, doing this interview, I just got goosebumps because that's really the sign of a really neat person and shows that what kind of a success you're going to be in life, as well as the type of upbringing you've had. So kudos to your parents also with that kind of comment. What if you maybe had one word to describe just your basketball experience?
I would say maybe family, I guess.
Okay.
You're around them a lot, so you get really closer than I am with my other sports.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What might be your proudest moment, whether it be in sports or school or whatever, that you can think of during your high school years?
Oh boy.
Really proud of, I can tell you probably have had multiple ones, but what's something you're really proud of that you've done through high school?
Probably my last soccer season, I would say. I was proud of that one. Just because, I don't know, I thought we played well and developed as a player and went into more of like a leadership role in soccer. And
okay.
Yeah.
Good. I think you can say this is the type of person Gabby is, having a hard time picking out one because there's so many, but like you said, you're pretty selfless, so put it on others. What about your future plans, Gabby? What are you going to be doing next year?
Next year, probably, I always say on the senior exit thing, it's like attending a college that I love, figuring out what I want to do, like into something that I love. So I've never really like decided exactly where I want to go yet, but I just got accepted into Marquette.
Good for you.
And
that's great.
I applied to other schools like UW-Madison and Minnesota Twin Cities, but yeah, solely for academics only. Athletics, I don't know, I just never had aspirations to go play somewhere.
So time to move on to the next chapter in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very similar. I have a son who kind of went that same route.
Yeah, James and Rosie both did that. So.
Yeah, I think so too, and just sounds to me like you've just had a wonderful high school experience just doing a variety of things, and time to move on now. I'm going to actually give you a chance right now, as I do with all the senior interviews I did last year, and that the microphone or the time is yours right now. Final shout-outs to family, community members, coaches, anything. What are some final words you'd like to just, kind of look in the camera and say to McFarland about your experience here?
I'd probably like to shout out to all the younger girls that are in basketball, and I want them to like stick with it, because I know as it goes on, it's like the sport that kind of dwindles off and not many girls stick with it. So I'd say definitely like keep your head up and keep on trying for basketball, because in the long run the program is really strong, and I think that there are people in the program that'll like help you become a better person as well. So.
What about dedication and continuing to work at it for those that right now seem to be a little behind in that, as far as catching up? What would your advice be to them?
Probably just to, gosh, I don't know.
Is it more than just sticking, being a starter all the time? And
oh, no, it's role plays. I always like to role players better than the star on any team, because they do all the stuff that like goes unnoticed, and until they're sick or they're out of game, you don't really know how much they really matter. So
I'll tell you what, why don't you kind of wave to the camera? This will be your final little wave. And that. I'll tell you what, Gabby, from me on that, it's been really proud. I'm very proud of you, and it's been a lot of fun watching you grow up as I have.
Exactly.
In that. From a little girl up to now, you're a very mature young lady in that, so it really gives me a sense of pride to say that. So from all of us, I want to say, stay healthy, which I always say that's very important. Make sure to make good choices, which I'm sure you will do, and don't forget McFarland, which I'm sure you won't, because you're a very special person. You've really represented our community well. So hats off to you, Gabby Rundy. And any final shout out?
I don't know. You always say shout out to like my Uncle Buck in Missouri.
There you go. Okay, my senior guest tonight, first. All right, this is Bill, the Big K Cather back. I hope you really enjoyed that, because on my headset I couldn't hear it, so I'm going to have to go home tonight and listen to it later on. But I got the assurance that all of you, their live stream or watching at home, got a chance to listen to that. I said what an honor it was to. I've watched Gabby grow up since she was a little kid. I coached her brother James and sister Rosie and that, and she was always in the background, just sitting always right behind the bench, taking in everything you said and watching her brother and sister play for a lot of years. So it's just been a real pleasure to see where she's come in her life. So I hope you enjoy that. Next girls' game, I believe, is December 12th, and that will be Katie, the Sheriff Rounds. Talking with her during halftime. So scoring summary from the first half: Katie Rounds 12, Gabby Rundy 3, A.E. Ashley East 1, Katie, the Freedom Tower Hildebrand, the 6'1" freshman 7, Morgan, Minnie Blender Butler 2, Freya the Rubber Band Gilbertson 1, and 7 points for Sydney, the Pest Feldner. for the Crimson Tide of Edgerton, 2 for Bethany Orrin. Got early foul trouble, and Coach Schmidt had to sit her down. Jessica Danks, 11. Morgan Demrow, 2. And Katie Shaw, 2. So your halftime score, 35 Lady Spartans and 17 for the Lady Crimson Tide of of Edgerton. So, Bill the Big KK there again, here to the second half of action. Hope you're enjoying it, those of you, no matter where you are in the world. Hope even some of those of you that didn't make the trip up here, turning in on Edgerton or something, or just enjoying the efforts of the Edgerton Crimson Tide ladies. You know, this is a tough chore for them tonight. Big height disadvantage, and Spartans playing very aggressive here tonight. So, but again, point out the positives whenever we can. Rounds 3 for Thrower, and kaboom! Boy, is she hot tonight. Habanero, like I said, just like a habanero pepper. Very, very hot. 4 threes, a deuce, and a free throw. Now 15 points for the Sheriff. Nice entry pass in, and there's Bethany Orrin, no good to Rundy. Head up, pushing the ball. Nice spin dribble. Good defense that time by Spencer Stam. Skip pass over to Zahn. Skip pass to Rundy. Post to East. Kick the corner. There's Rundy going baseline. A 5-foot jumper just got a little too pinched to the baseline that time. Bring it out a little bit, but there's Gabby Rundy. I'll tell you, I said, something doesn't go right on the offensive end, you come back and you play twice as hard on that defensive end and get the ball back for your teammates. Again, I think you'll probably see what type of person Gabby Rundy was by listening to her comments during her halftime interview. And, boy, if she didn't emphasize selflessness and being part of a team and that, well, I said, great kid. You want to play with her. Come on, Gabby. All right, kaboom! A to Z Rundy knocking down her first 3 of the night to go with 3 free throws, 6 points, and we're at 41-17 at the 16:40 mark left in your ball game tonight. And a steal by the Slashers on, looking to Rundy coming up the backside, and a left-handed layup, but there's Rundy backing out. Oh, a little strong on the left hand. Again, great position, great hustle. Zahn and Rundy just create all kinds of problems for teams up high. They're long, they're smart, they anticipate. There's Rounds on the steal again, and Rundy. Nice by Orrin, kick it back out, and 3-ball. Aaliyah Cleveland, the 5'7" junior, gets a kaboom 3-ball for Aaliyah Cleveland. 41-20, just under 16 minutes to go in your ball game. Rounds. Zahn. Rounds. High post to Hildebrand. Zahn, kick it in down low. And, oh, East on a little short. Put back. Hildebrand. Boy, it's like a rugby scrum underneath there. Rounds over to Rundy. Oh, nice pass on the backside. Beautiful pass from A to Z over to Ashley East, her second deuce of the night to go with the free throw, 5 points for AE Ashley East, 6-foot junior. Orrin out to the corner. Cleveland into the low post, and there's Orrin, a little spin around, and Katie Hildebrand with the rebound. Said she's not afraid to put the ball on the floor either. Like I said, she is. Rounds. Nope, a little strong Rundy on the backside. Gabby head up, always looking at her. Beautiful entry pass and nice position by the Freedom Tower. Katie Hildebrand, her 4th deuce of the night, free throw. 9 points for the 6'1" freshman. And a great opening night debut, starting the ball game and having a great ball game here. 45-20, 14:40 left to go in your ball game. Zahn to the basket. And AE Ashley East, everybody's starting to get a little 3 happy here. They got to play good, sound, fundamental basketball. I know the score kind of means, well, to maybe have a little extra freedom here, but you don't want to get too sloppy. You got to keep practicing and working on your fundamentals, learning how to play together as a team, which they have done, I can tell you. Been some great entry passes, great assists in that, but keep playing hard. Got to improve every time you step on the court. Beautiful entry pass, and there's Orrin, nice little 5-foot turnaround, but defended by East. Controlling and patrolling. The Sheriff Rounds, beautiful pass to East. And the little 4-foot jumper, but shuffled the feet. Nice to see out here tonight. 2 men and a lady official out here tonight. 3-man crew working. Always love to see it. Open a little overlay, and Feldner, the pest, ties up with Bethany Oren. 45-20, 14:06 left to go in your ball game tonight. Again, great opportunity here for a lot of girls to get some playing time in that and to be noticed. Like I said, some of these girls that haven't gotten a lot of playing time in the past, get out there and make something happen and be noticed. Nice backdoor cut by Demrow, but a little strong in the overlay. Danks, Stam, Alvin, East. Nice job cutting in front of Demrow. And nice job by A.E., the 6-foot junior. Sophie Quell going strong to the hole. Gotta love that. Oh, and a little short on the overlay, but boy, did I like that to see Sophie attack the basket. Comes Oren going on the left side, and we're going to get a foul on the Sheriff, Katie Rounds, and that's going to be her 4th foul of the evening. And I'm sure that Katie is going to come out and take a seat for a little bit. Had a nice night, a deuce, 4 trays, and a free throw. Oren, all net. Leading scorer, 20.5 points a game being held to. That was only her 3rd point of the ball game tonight. Like I said, pretty tough call. She got in early foul trouble and spent a lot of time on the bench in the first half. Oren, I like it. Relax, go through a routine. 1 for 2. 3 points only for Bethany Oren so far. Hildebrand, kaboom! Boy, I'll tell you, that's something that she didn't have, but now she got 4 deuces, a tray, and a free throw. 12 points for the Freedom Tower, and Oren coming back strong with a deuce. Boy, does that help a 6-foot, 1-inch freshman who can light it up from everywhere. Quell. Lindsay Lonegro checking into the ball game. Nope, tried to get corner ball over to East. Kind of hard to enter from over there. Lindsay Lonegro. Sister Brooke put in 4 years, excellent years of varsity ball. Point guard here. Did a lot of directing. Called her the Energizer Bunny. She just kept going and going and going. Now over at Edgewood College, playing some college hoops. And it's Lady Spartan ball out of bounds. 12:46 to go in your ball game. 48-23, Lady Spartans. Oh, intercepted by Oren. And came straight in at the basket and a little strong on the overlay. And I believe we're going to have a pushing foul on Grace Schumann, a 5', 7" sophomore, trailing the play. Friday night, November the 21st, 2017, Farland, Wisconsin. Put a date and a time on this thing for memories. Nice entry pass into East. Kick it back out to Hildebrand. Feet and shoulders square, and kaboom! Boy, what a ball game. Grandma Jane and Grandpa George, Nashville, Tennessee. Boy, you got to be proud of your granddaughter as well as Nick and Ryan, sister, putting on a little show here. I'll tell you, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And again, just a freshman. And the size that McFarland can put out there. Rounds and East at 6 feet. Hildebrand at 6'1". Checking in the ball game now, number 12. And Leisman, 5', 9" junior, getting some playing time. Oren, strong on the overlay. So we have Leisman, Lonegro, Quell, Feldner, and East. So again, this will be very nice. Some extra kids here and get a little extra playing time in. So it's 51-23 at the 12:04 mark. Little factoid here, a little something I'd like to share with you since this is a girls' broadcast. Again, I hope you enjoyed the Rundy interview at halftime. Rounds is up next. Right Recommended sizes of basketballs that these kids use. For girls ages 9 and under, it's recommended that they use a 27.5-inch ball. Don't be using the bigger one. Use a 27.5-inch ball for girls age 9 and under and ages 10 and up. Then they can go to the full-size 28.5-inch ball. But I think that's so important to not only have the proper basketball to be used at the proper age, but also I'm a big proponent of the three-point line, not practicing and not using it until at least the 8th grade. Kids need to learn how to use the proper shooting form in that, because all they do is learn how to shot put a ball, shoot it with 2 hands, because they're not strong enough to get it there. So keep them inside, learn how to drive to the basket, just keep practicing those little bank shots, shots from around the free throw line, shots from the 45-degree angle off the backboard, and that. Just keep working and working and working on those, because the majority of your shots, that's where they're going to come from anyway. So that's my little coach's corner here. Use the proper ball and stay away from that three-point line. You don't need to get out there until 8th grade or high school. No need for it. So all you're going to do is develop not good shooting method or form. Okay, back to action. East. Feldner. Beautiful pass in there that time by Leisman into Lonegro, and shot off the board. Number 4, Stam. And we have a double dribble on Spencer Stam, the 5'5" junior. 11:24 to go in the ball game. 51-23. Spartans. This should move them to 3-0, staying undefeated during early part of the 2017-2018 campaign. Move them to 2-0 in the Rock Valley Conference with this. Drop Edgerton down to 0-2 with a lob pass into East, and kind of a little ill-advised. Nice hustle by Leisman. Feldner. Lonegro. Whoa, Lonegro, feet together. Oh, then honeycombed out for Lonegro. Gee, it's too bad. Then honeycombed out Quell. Nice drive to the basket. Baseline bouncer over to Lonegro again. Going to launch it. No good. Nice rebound, Leisman out to Lonegro. Beautiful cross-court pass. Feldner a little strong on the bank. And East on the putback was fouled, I believe, by 23, Grace Schumann. Seeing a lot of nice effort here again. Seeing their first varsity action, Lindsay Lonegro and Anna Leisman. Anna Leisman, a 5'9" junior. Nice free throw for Ashley East, getting that free throw touch back, hopefully. 2 for 3 on the night for Ashley. Checking the ball game, Peyton Witt. She's seen quite a little bit of action. I think they might have played a little bit in the JV game before this. Ashley East, of course, Cather Jenks, 2 for 4 on the night. Go along with 2 deuces, 6 points for AE. 6-foot junior. Danks, boy, she heated up there for about a little 2-minute segment, and now I haven't heard much from her. Oren, nice kick out to Danks. Double teaming Oren down there in the post, and a little on a short ball, tipped back in, and Lonegro. Nice skills, you can see a nice left-handed pass, outlet pass that time. Lonegro, I'm sure, has worked quite a bit with her, had a lot of court time, I'm sure, with her sister Brooke. And a launch. Oh! Kaboom! Anna Leisman, the 5'9" junior. Kaboom! What a thrill. Like I said, make yourself known when you get playing time out here. I don't care if it's for 30 seconds, 3 minutes, a half, a full game, whatever. Make yourself known. Good for you, Anna. 55-23, 9:50 left to go in the ball game. Out to Dank. She's going to launch a 3-ball. And kaboom! Jessica Dank. 3 trays, 2 deuces, and a free throw for 14 points for Jessica Danks, averaging 17 points through the first 2 ball games. Leisman over to Butler. Lonegro in the corner, and boy, was she being heavily pressured that time by Danks. Again, I was going to say Lindsay Lonegro, a lot of practice, I'm sure, with mom and dad. Both ball players and that. Spent a lot of time in the gym, I'm sure, also with her sister Brooke. And see, she can go with both hands, and that's spent a lot of time, I'm sure, with working on fundamentals and skills. That's what this game, as well as all sports, are. It's essential that you have fundamentals if you are going to be successful participating in these sports. Danks, Stam, Schumann into the post to Oren and fouled by Anna Leisman. (55-26). McFarland Lady Spartans, 9:20 left to go in your ball game. Over to Danks, guarded by Witt. Into Oren, step through, and the kiss off the glass. Nice step through by Bethany Oren. 3 deuces and a free throw, 7 points. Lonegro again advancing the ball down. You always can go quicker with a pass than you can with the dribble. Love to see the head up. Feldner, bounce pass. Goes Butler, kick it out, and Leisman, oh, a little strong on that one. And on the rebound, 2 Spartans, Lonegro and Feldner both going for it. Tipped out of bounds, ball over to the Crimson Tide. Leisman out and checking into the ball game. Izzy Grassel, a 5'11" junior. Got a lot of new faces in here, and that's just great. Get out here and play. And beautiful bank shot. You can see Bethany Oren possesses skills down at that post position. 4 deuces free throw. She's averaging 20.5 points a game, up to 9 now. She only had 2 in the first half. And again, early foul trouble knocked her out early. Butler, Lonegro. Okay. That's interesting, called travel. I thought if anything might have just got the ball caught up on her. I guess she probably got the ball caught up on her hip a little bit. Nice entry pass. Nice entry pass into Bethany Oren. 5th deuce and the kiss off the glass. And Bethany Oren has a chance to score the old traditional 3-point play if she can knock down the free throw. 1 for 2 from the stripe for Bethany. No good. 1 for 3 from the stripe. Here comes Feldner. But I'll tell you, just looking at the fundamentals, can handle the ball with both hands. Peyton Witt. Beautiful drive to the basket by Peyton Witt. Nice job, Peyton. So I give a shout out to her Aunt Kate in Washington and Elizabeth in California and Grandma Jan. We give these shout outs when I can here. Oren looking down at the 3-point line, and I don't know if we can call that, but I will. Kaboom! On a bank. Bethany Oren turning it on a little bit here. Again, we're going against a lot of, other kids playing in that, but she's taking full advantage of her time on the floor because, again, it can only make you better as you go along. She has very quickly gotten herself up to 14 points here with 5 deuces, a tray, and a free throw. East over to Butler. No good. Strong bank. Look at Lonegro. Great hustle. Off to Feldner. Oren on the rebound. Advance the ball on a pass. Danks. No good. A little short. Butler on the rebound. Pinched on the baseline. And trying to bounce pass it over to East to get away from the triple team that time. Bounced it on the baseline. 7:19 to go. 57-35. Again, hope you've enjoyed this telecast. This is Bill the Big K Cather. It's always a pleasure for me. I don't care what the score is. I just love to watch kids hustling, playing the game of basketball, and that beautiful left hand by Danks. 3rd deuce. And if I can bring this as a special memory to the kids as well as to those of you that can't get here to the ball game or something, man, I'll keep doing it. I think this is a very special time. These are 4 precious years for these kids, and important if we can give them some time in that they're giving it. Lonegro, nope, short. Oren. This is just good to see these freshmen, boy, not afraid. Commit, play with confidence, and launch it. No good that time by Stam, and rebound to the pest, Sydney Feldner, she's all over the floor, just bothering people, playing good defense. Lonegro, nice left-handed pass. Oh, an excellent by Danks. And the foul on number 14, Rachel Miller. Again, good to see Rachel get a little playing time here. 5 foot 4 inch senior. Boy, I had a wonderful interview with her also. You'll see that in one of our later telecasts. And we have a timeout right now. Again, I'd like to give a big shout out tonight, and I'm sorry I should have been doing this more often. We're just a two-man crew here tonight. On the board tonight, doing your graphics and everything, and also queuing up and doing a great job making sure that halftime interview got out. Patrick TC from the Twin Cities Morn and that. Thanks a lot, Patrick. Still trying to get back to good health. He's been battling a bad little bug here for about a week or so, and we finally got him back. As well as up at half court, BB Junior Ben Becks. So just a little two-man crew helped me out here tonight, but I'll tell you what, we have not missed, I don't think we missed anything here tonight. Just a wonderful job. That doesn't matter if we got a two-man crew or last Friday we had a four-man crew. Just a great job by Cable Channel 982 and their staff under the direction of the big boss man, Mr. Eric Redding. So thanks again, Patrick and Ben. Doing a great job again tonight. Again, like I said, 57-37 on your scoreboard, 6:30 to go. But again, I'm going to bring you the last 6:30 here, and we are going to just point out all of the good positive things that are happening here. Oh, Orne, East, Lonegro. Boy, I just like the way they advance the ball up the floor. Peyton Witt, nice drive, a little short on the underlay. Lonegro, boy, she just like an assist, always the head up. Pass the ball, move it with either hand. East. Oh, and almost Stam, almost got that. And Rachel Miller tied up by Stam. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Lady Crimson Tide. We've crept under the 6-minute mark, left to go. 57-37. Again, Tuesday, November 21st, 2017. Next ball game is going to be our first boys game, which will be December 8th versus the Whippets of Whitewater. Haven't had a boys game yet this year, so that'll be their first one. And our next girls game, I believe, will be like December the 12th. This is our third girls game already. Kind of an interesting schedule, but got to do it. East. Erin Eggers making her double E. Erin Eggers making her first appearance in the ball game. Lonegro, nice lob pass into East. Over the top of Shaw. Shaw taking it away from East. Nice rebound. Here comes Danks. Going to go left baseline. Good double by Lonegro off to Shaw. Launch one, no good. And on the backside, number 34, Aaliyah Cleveland travels. Aaliyah Cleveland earlier had a kaboom, a three ball. 57-37, Ashley East out of the ball game. So we now have Lonegro, Witt, Butler, Miller, and Eggers in the ball game for the Lady Spartans. 5 minutes to go in your ball game. 57-37. Witt, Butler on the travel. And I'm going to tell you the thing that I like. I'm sitting here watching. Coach Willicott's going to coach as hard right now as he did from the opening tip. Boy, he gives his time to everybody. That's why as players and that, boy, you really got to respect a coach that's willing to give that kind of time and effort to every ball player. No matter if you're 1 or 13 on the team. All right, Miller. Whoa! Oh, I'm sorry. That was number 12, Anna Leisman, with a second tray of the night. 2 trays, 6 points for the 5'9" junior, Anna Leisman. And we're at 60-37. Oh! 3 ball by Aaliyah Cleveland, her second tray ball. It's warming up with threes. Another 3-ball. Kaboom! Number 24, Aaron Eggers. Double E. That's 3 in a row. Let's keep it going. I'm into kabooms right now. Shaw. Drive to the basket. Stam. Cleveland. Trying to get into Shaw. And saved. Here goes. Danks. I thought we were going to get 4 in a row. No good. Nice defense by Lonegro. Here goes Stam. Kaboom! Stam, that's 4 trays in a row. 63-43. God, you want to keep hearing this. Eggers. Nice entry pass into Lonegro. Butler. Eggers. Witt. Nice drive to the basket. Kick it out. Lonegro. Nope. Lonegro trying to get in the act, the 3-ball, and it's out of bounds, Lady Spartans. 3:12 left to go in the ball game. 63-43. That was great. 4 3-balls in a row. Here we go, Eggers. Nope, a little short, and on a bust out, and a kiss off the glass, no good by Aaliyah Cleveland. Lonegro. Witt to the corner. To Miller. Here comes Lonegro. Peyton Witt gonna put it. Oh my goodness! Kaboom! Here we go. It's a 3-point festival. Wow. This is pretty neat. A lot of kids getting a lot of good things happening here to a lot of kids that maybe don't get a lot of playing time. The steal. Peyton Witt coming down. Nice steal by Eggers. And then Peyton Witt winding up with the ball down there and going to the stripe for 2 throws. 2:22 left on the clock. Got a 2-2. 66-43. And Peyton Witt. AW. She's got a deuce and a tray. Oops. Come on, Peyton, get this in, and then you'll have 1 of each. You have 1, 2, 3 night. 6 points. Right now you're sitting at 5. Check in the ball game. Grace Schumann. Demrow. Cleveland, Radke, the ball game for the Crimson Tide. And Witt, nice free throw. Good rotation. Relaxed and routine. And 67-43 at the 2:20 mark left to go in your ball game. Nice entry pass in. Demrow. A little strong off the glass. Boy, I'll tell you what, she's just persistent in there. Lonegro. Eggers in down low, and Rachel Miller got rejected down there. Stam. Wolf and launched 3-ball and no good. Leah Cleveland trying to get her 3rd tray, but a little short. Baseline ball out of bounds. The Spartans. Leisman gonna inbound here to Lonegro. 150 left to go in your ball game tonight. 67-43. Lady Spartans on top. Gonna go undefeated. Gonna go to 3-0. 2-0 in the conference. 24 EE. Aaron Eggers. Lonegro. Skip pass. Nice entry pass that time. Miller out to Witt. And a little deep. Lonegro, oh, nice job. And they're going to call Lindsay Lonegro for the travel. 1:26 left to go. Again, Bill the Big K Cather, I just hope you've enjoyed this. Tried to do my best. You know, I don't care about the scoreboard at times. You know, you get games like this, and just keep talking about the kids and all the good things they're doing. Just got to keep working hard and getting better. You know, not everything in life is perfect. Sometimes you learn a lot more from these games than you do from other games. Take whatever you can from every experience. I call it a door of opportunities opened here tonight, and for some it's been success, others failure and some struggles in that, but learn from it. Become a better person. Find out what can I do better. Oh, nice move. Oh, nice little reverse layup that time by number 34, Aaliyah Cleveland. Beautiful reverse layup underneath the hoop and just on an overlay. 55 seconds left to go. 67-43 Lady Spartans. Really has been. It's been my pleasure to keep doing this. Miller. And a steal by Schumann. Left-handed layup. And Leisman on the reject. Lonegro pushing the ball again. Boy, I just love it. Every time Lonegro gets the ball, she is looking to advance it on the pass. Back to Eggers. No good. And on the rebound is Cassidy Danks. The Stam. 25 seconds left to go in your ball game. Or Radke. High post to Danks. Alvin Lonegro again. So smart. Understands, always keeping contact, eyes, knows where the ball's at, anticipates. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a 24-point ball game and there are 30 seconds left. Play hard. Witt, Leisman. And a steal that time by Schumann. And the final horn has gone off with our ball game tonight. And as it has been my pleasure to report to you, the Lady Spartans continue to stay unbeaten so far this year. Tonight's final score, 67 for the Lady Spartans, 43 for the Lady Crimson Tide. So again, I'd like to thank my helpers tonight. Patrick, TC, Twin Cities Morn, been on the board in the graphics tonight. At half court, BB, Ben Becks, doing a wonderful job with the camera tonight. Just a two-man crew to help me out tonight, but I think they did another great job. So I'd like to really extend another big, huge, heartfelt thank you to both of those guys for their efforts and what they did under the direction of cable coordinator Mr. Eric Big Boss Man Redding. So my hope is that this telecast tonight provided you, the viewing public, with an enjoyable evening of McFarland Youth Sports. And for the kids participating, another special memory for them. Again, I feel honored and privileged to be given this opportunity. So be sure to either get here in person or join me for our next telecast, which will be December 8th, our first boys basketball game on the air versus the Whippets of Whitewater. So again, I want to remind you, please go to our website, YouTube McFarland Cable, and you may view this game at any time. So, this is Bill, the Big K Cather, just living the dream, signing off and reminding you all, stay healthy, stay positive, live each day to its fullest, laugh and smile every day, and God bless you. And so long from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA.